There comes a time in life when the world stops looking at us as we are and begins to see us as we were. An age, a number, a burden. But what if we told you that the most powerful years of your life might still lie ahead? What if being old didn't mean being forgotten, but being free? Free to live, not just exist. Free to choose dignity over dependency, value over invisibility, and respect over resignation. If you're watching this and you're over 60, 70, or even 80, know this: life still matters deeply. Your voice, your memories, your kindness, your strengths, they're not only relevant, but needed more than ever. And if you care about living the rest of your life with dignity and purpose, you're exactly where you need to be. Please consider subscribing to Seniors UpLife, where we bring heartfelt, science-backed guidance to help you live better, not just longer. Aging doesn't mean fading away. According to a 2021 study by Harvard Medical School, seniors who maintain autonomy and purpose in daily life not only report better mental health, but also have a 35% lower risk of developing dementia. Respect and dignity aren't just emotional needs, they're tied directly to your health. Elderly individuals who feel heard, respected, and useful show lower rates of depression and longer lifespans. So how do we reclaim that dignity in a world that's constantly rushing past us? It starts with small but powerful choices. Take control of your routine. Stay clean, stay active, keep learning. Engage with others. Share stories, wisdom, and laughter. Make people see the light that still burns inside you. You're not invisibly living proof of experience. And remember, dignity isn't something others grant you. It's something you choose to protect. Let no one talk down to you. Let no one treat you like a child. Speak your truth gently, but firmly. Demand respect through grace and presence. As author and geriatrician Dr. Bill Thomas once said, old age should be a crescendo, not a fade out. You still have time to build, inspire, and love. And if you ever feel alone, this channel Seniors UpLife is here to walk beside you. Because aging with dignity isn't just possible, it's your right. There's a quiet strength in growing older, strength shaped by the storms you've weathered, the love you've given, the wisdom you've earned. And yet, too often, society begins to treat aging like a fading light, when in truth, it's a sunrise of a different kind. Living a dignified and respectful life in old age isn't about resisting time, it's about embracing it with grace, confidence, and self-worth. Dignity in aging begins with the belief that your life holds as much value now as it ever did. You are not defined by your wrinkles, your gray hair, or the medications on your shelf. You are defined by the richness of your story, the family you built, the values you stood for, the work you did, and the kindness you offered when no one was watching. Living with dignity means holding on to that truth even when the world forgets. It means continuing to dress with care, to speak with pride, to hold your posture high, and to carry your life experience like a badge of honor. A study from the World Health Organization shows that elderly people who are treated with respect and who engage in meaningful activities enjoy significantly better health outcomes, both physically and mentally. Being respected isn't just good for the soul, it's necessary for your health. When people lose their sense of purpose or feel disregarded, it often leads to depression, social withdrawal, and even physical decline. But dignity can reverse. That one elderly man in southern Italy, aged 92, was interviewed by researchers studying longevity. When asked the secret to his vitality, he didn't mention diet or exercise. He said, "I wake up every day knowing that I matter to someone. My grandchildren still ask for my advice. My hands still make things. I still serve a purpose." This man wasn't just surviving, he was thriving, because his dignity was intact. Living with respect in old age also means setting boundaries and knowing when to say no. You are not here to be used, dismissed, or talked over. Speak calmly, but firmly. You've earned your voice. Use it, and keep learning. Whether it's technology, a new recipe, or a simple daily walk, the more engaged you are, the more alive you'll feel. Loneliness is one of the biggest threats to seniors, but real, human connection can change everything. Call old friends, write letters, smile at strangers, volunteer. Your presence is a gift to others, even if they don't always say it. In the end, living a dignified life in old age comes down to this. Don't let the world shrink your spirit. You are still becoming, still learning, still loving, and still worthy of every ounce of respect this world has to offer. Dignity and respect in old age are not just ideals, they are fundamental human needs that shape how we experience our later years. To live with dignity means to feel valued, to maintain independence as much as possible, and to have control over your own life decisions. It's about being seen and treated as a whole person, not just as an elderly individual with limitations. Research consistently shows that when seniors are empowered to make choices, whether it's what to eat, when to get up, or how to spend their day, they experience higher levels of well-being. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Gerontology found that autonomy and self-determination directly impact mental health outcomes, reducing anxiety and depression among older adults. This autonomy is not about rejecting help, but about preserving your right to choose the kind of help and support you accept. Another important factor is social respect. Being surrounded by people who acknowledge your worth makes a profound difference. Studies from the University of Michigan reveal that elderly people who feel respected by family, friends, and caregivers report greater satisfaction in life and better physical health. Respect fosters a sense of belonging, which combats the isolation that many seniors face. To cultivate respect in your daily life, it helps to communicate openly and honestly. Express your feelings, your needs, and your boundaries clearly. Sometimes, family members unintentionally overstep, thinking they are helping, but clear communication helps create mutual understanding. When you assert yourself gently but firmly, you remind others that you are still a person with feelings, desires, and rights. Maintaining physical health also plays a role in preserving dignity. Simple routines like regular walking, balanced nutrition, and sufficient sleep can improve energy and mood, allowing you to engage more fully with life. The Mayo Clinic highlights that even moderate exercise in older adults improves muscle strength, balance, and overall quality of life, reducing the risk of falls and injury. Feeling physically capable supports emotional strength and confidence. Another crucial aspect is mental engagement. Keeping the mind active through reading, puzzles, learning new skills, or even social interaction stimulates brain health. According to neuroscientific research, mental stimulation promotes neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and grow even in later years. This cognitive vitality reinforces your ability to remain independent and connected. Real-life stories demonstrate these principles vividly. Consider a woman in her late 80s who, after losing her spouse, refused to withdraw from life. Instead, she joined a community choir, started painting, and volunteered at a local charity. Her neighbors admired her spirit, and she inspired others simply by living fully and proudly. Her dignity shone not because of youth, but because of her commitment to purpose and connection. Living with dignity and respect is a daily practice, one that calls for kindness to yourself as much as to others. It means recognizing your value regardless of age or circumstance and choosing to honor yourself in all that you do. Even when challenges arise, dignity gives you the strength to face them with courage and grace. It is a light within you, shining, steadily reminding the world that you are still here, still vital, and still worthy. As we grow older, the journey of life brings with it new challenges, but also unique opportunities to deepen our sense of self and reclaim our dignity. Living a respectful and dignified life in old age involves recognizing that aging is not a loss of identity but a transformation, a chance to redefine what it means to live fully and meaningfully. One of the most powerful ways to maintain dignity is through connection. Humans are inherently social beings, and studies repeatedly show that seniors who stay connected with family, friends, and their communities experience better mental and physical health. The National Institute on Aging highlights that loneliness and social isolation increase risks of heart disease, cognitive decline, and depression. Staying socially active even through small interactions like a phone call or community event nurtures the soul and reinforces your place in the world. Respect also comes from self-care and self-respect. Taking care of your body by eating nourishing food, staying physically active, and attending regular health checkups can greatly improve your quality of life. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week for older adults, which can include walking, gardening, or gentle stretching. Physical strength supports independence, and independence strengthens self-esteem. Moreover, mental and emotional health is just as vital. Engaging in hobbies, learning new skills, or volunteering gives purpose and joy. Research from Stanford University found that seniors who regularly participate in meaningful activities show lower levels of stress hormones and improved immune function. This sense of purpose fuels resilience and helps maintain a positive outlook, which is key to living with dignity. It's important to also acknowledge and accept the emotions that come with aging, grief, loss, and change. Embracing vulnerability does not diminish dignity. Instead, it humanizes it. Sharing your feelings with trusted loved ones or professionals can provide relief and deepen connections. This emotional openness invites respect and understanding from others. Setting boundaries is another essential aspect of dignity. As needs change, it's okay to ask for help, but it's equally important to choose when and how you receive that help. This preserves your autonomy and prevents feelings of helplessness. Clear communication about your preferences ensures that your dignity remains intact, even when assistance is necessary. True dignity also involves challenging societal stereotypes about aging. Ageism can rob seniors of respect and opportunity, but standing firm in your worth can change perceptions. Whether it's participating in community leadership, advocating for senior rights, or simply living boldly, your example encourages others to see aging as a stage of strength and value. Consider the story of a retired teacher who started a community garden at age 75, bringing together people of all ages to nurture plants and friendships. Her initiative not only provided fresh food but also cultivated respect and appreciation for older adults as active contributors. Her dignity radiated from her commitment to growth and service, inspiring those around her. Living a dignified and respectful life in old age is a balance of caring for yourself, connecting with others, and embracing your evolving identity. It's about honoring your past while still creating new memories and purpose. Every day is an opportunity to affirm your value and live with grace, proving that dignity isn't reserved for youth, it belongs to every stage of life. Living a dignified and respectful life in old age is a journey that invites us to embrace both our strengths and vulnerabilities with equal compassion. It means honoring the entirety of our experience, celebrating the wisdom gained through decades, while also accepting the changes and challenges that come with aging. At its core, dignity is about being treated and treating oneself with kindness, fairness, and respect regardless of age or circumstance. One of the most important pillars of dignity in old age is maintaining a sense of purpose. Research from the University of British Columbia found that seniors who engage in meaningful activities, whether it's volunteering, mentoring, creative pursuits, or caregiving, tend to experience greater life satisfaction and better health outcomes. Purpose provides motivation and helps anchor identity beyond physical abilities or social roles that might change with age. Another key aspect is fostering independence wherever possible. This doesn't mean refusing help, but rather making conscious choices about when and how to accept support. Maintaining control over your daily routines and decisions can significantly boost self-esteem. For example, choosing your own meals, managing your medication schedule, or deciding how to spend your free time empowers you and safeguards your dignity. Social connection remains a vital ingredient for respect and emotional well-being. According to studies published in Psychology and Aging, seniors who maintain strong social networks have lower rates of cognitive decline and depression. Meaningful relationships remind us that we matter, that our stories are valued, and that we belong. Reaching out, sharing experiences, or simply enjoying the company of others nurtures this essential human need. It is also essential to acknowledge the importance of self-compassion in aging with dignity. Our bodies and minds may change, but that doesn't diminish our worth. Practicing kindness towards yourself during moments of frustration or loss prevents feelings of shame or despair from taking root. Accepting limitations without judgment allows you to focus energy on what still brings joy and fulfillment. Mental and physical healthcare play a foundational role. Regular checkups, medication management, balanced nutrition, and gentle exercise contribute not only to longevity but to quality of life. When you feel physically capable, it's easier to maintain confidence and independence. Equally important is nurturing mental health, whether through meditation, hobbies, or professional support to sustain emotional resilience. Respect also involves setting and communicating clear boundaries with family, caregivers, and friends. It's your right to be treated with patience, understanding, and politeness. When others honor your preferences and dignity, it fosters mutual respect and healthier relationships. Cultural attitudes toward aging deeply affect how seniors are perceived and treated. Challenging stereotypes and advocating for the rights of older adults helps build a society where dignity is the norm, not the exception. Many elders today are proving that aging can be a time of reinvention, creativity, and contribution. Take the example of a gentleman in his late 70s who took up painting after retirement. Not only did this hobby enrich his life, but he also exhibited his work publicly, inspiring others to see that aging can be vibrant and expressive. His dignity was reflected in his willingness to embrace new challenges and share his talents with the world. Ultimately, living with dignity and respect in old age is a commitment to honoring yourself every day. It means valuing your journey, staying connected, making empowered choices, and treating yourself with the kindness you deserve. Age is a chapter, not the whole story, and dignity ensures that this chapter is written with grace, strength, and purpose. Growing old is often misunderstood as a time of decline and loss, but in truth, it can be one of the richest, most meaningful chapters of life. Living with dignity and respect in old age is not about denying the challenges that come with time, but about embracing your worth, your wisdom, and your right to be seen and valued. It's about holding on to your autonomy, nurturing your relationships, and continuing to find purpose and joy in everyday moments. Science shows us that when seniors maintain their independence, stay socially connected, and engage their minds and bodies, they experience better health, happiness, and longevity. But beyond the facts and figures, dignity is a deeply personal experience, one rooted in how you feel about yourself and how others treat you. It's the quiet confidence in knowing that you matter, that your story is important, and that your life still has immense value. You have earned every ounce of respect, every moment of kindness, and every opportunity to live fully. Setting boundaries, asking for help when needed, and continuing to learn and grow are all part of protecting your dignity. And by sharing your wisdom, connecting with others, and staying true to who you are, you inspire respect and admiration from those around you. Remember, aging is not the end of the road, it's a new path filled with its own adventures and discoveries. You are not invisible. You are vital, you are worthy, and you deserve to live your later years with grace, honor, and joy. Embrace this journey with pride, knowing that dignity and respect are not just gifts from others, they are rights you claim every single day.